I'm going to be showing the code needed to get a quick and easy navigation bar at the top of an HTML website. Alright, so I've zoomed in on the code as much as I can. Hopefully that'll show up well. So we're going to start by naming this top nav. Alright, so this first part controls the gray bar right here. So 4 lines there. Next part, we're going to control the little buttons in here. So the little tabs. This part removes the underline from the text. And we got the font size here. Alright, so 5 lines there. And the next 2 sections are going to be just colors. And the first one is going to be the colors we want it to change to when we hover over one of these tabs. And then the second part here, this is going to be the colors we want it to change to when, so we're going to have a different color that's going to show us what tab we're on. So it's going to be green in this scenario. So to get that green tab, we're going to say alright, so that is the CSS coding. Now I'm going to come down here to the HTML section, and we're going to say, it's real simple, div class equals top nav. And then right here we're going to have what we want the tabs to be called. So I'm going to say a href. The href is the URL that we want it to go to when we click on it. So for the time being, I'm going to put a placeholder there. It's a hashtag. Close that off, and then what do we want the tab to be? So tab number 1. I'm going to copy this. And then the very last part, so we want to indicate which tab we're currently viewing. So it's going to depend on what code we have down here. In this situation, let's say that we're on tab number 1. So in order to get that tab to be green, we're going to come right here between the A and the href. We're going to say class equals active. Alright, so I'm going to save that, and I'm going to refresh this over here. Let's see, something went wrong. I didn't put the exclamation point. Alright, so let's give this a run. Let's save this. There we go. Okay, so we can see here we got a good looking tab here. Let's see what is wrong. Something's wrong here. All right, one error I made here, right here on the active. This is not black, this is white. All right, so I'm gonna save this and refresh that. All right, so there we go. So we got a green background for the tab that we're currently on, and then when we hover over it, it changes and indicates which one we're currently hovering over. So yeah, I mean, it's real simple. See, we got 4, 5, 9, 10, about 13 lines of code here in the CSS. If we want to change to where these, instead of these being centered, they're off to the left, we just come up here and change this to left. And then most of the other ones are just colors, so change the colors around how you want. I think the cool thing about this is that as it expands or contracts, it's going to keep everything on that one line here. One of the problems I had with other codes was it would, when it got really small, it would take this tab number 5 and move it down underneath tab number 1. It just made it look really bad. So I wanted something to where it just maintains this one line navigation bar regardless of how big or small it is. So here's the final code.